What up, YouTube? It's NoChainzz, and I'm back for another commentary, and this is another episode of my Jacksonville Jaguars Connected Careers. And if you saw the last episode, you should know that this is the series finale, and I just want to address something really quick. You guys pretty much asked that I sim the rest of the season, as you guys are looking at the results now, and our offense just took off after I started simulating. We even beat the Falcons 41-6. But we finished 13-3. But what I was talking about before that I wanted to address really quick was that some of you guys asked that I play the playoffs, and honestly I just wasn't really in the mood to play when I was simulating this, and I got so excited because the team did so well, and I was just like, I really don't want to sim it, play it. I wanted to sim it. I even tried to watch, but I couldn't figure out how to do it. So I just went ahead and simmed it. The team was playing so well, I thought they could, win the Super Bowl without me. So we're going to see if they actually can do that. So as you guys just saw, Kaepernick actually picked up his season. He was playing horribly when I was using him. And after that, he pretty much just started going ham. And as you guys can see, Aaron Hernandez actually paid off very well for Kaepernick and, the rest of the team. Paul Posluszny actually led us in tackles with 98, 5 sacks, and 4 interceptions. The only thing I did not show in this video was the Pro Bowlers, and I'm sorry about that. I slipped my mind right after I finished recording. So, as you guys know, I just said, as the Super Bowl defending champions, we came out with a lot of momentum and ended up going 13-3. We clinched the first round bye, and I believe home field advantage throughout the playoffs. So hopefully that can turn out very well for us, and we can win a Super Bowl. Hopefully we can repeat. If we could repeat while I was simulating, that would just prove that my team that I built, turned out to be a really good team. And I think that has partially turned out to be true because my team went 13-3. Without me, I believe that's 7-2 without me. So that's really good, for a team that I'm not even controlling, and it's the Jacksonville Jaguars. And as you guys know, don't look at my ugly game face, does not look like me. But I win Coach of the Year, Ben Roethlisberger wins MVP, and Tom Brady came in second. But our linebacker Daryl Smith, he won Defensive Player of the Year for the AFC. Paul Posluszny was in third, and Rolando McClain was in second, and he actually has retired. So that was really surprising for me to hear that he retired. So our defense was definitely controlled. I'm not going to say controlled, was led by our linebackers, because we had absolutely great linebacker play. And as you guys see here, our first round rookie Kashawn Gray was up there for best defensive rookie, and best running back goes to Fred Jackson. I could see that happening in real life if he stays healthy, because the guy is such a beast when he stays healthy. Best wide receiver Demaryius Thomas. Best offensive lineman Marshall Yanda. Vince Wilfork and Jeremy Mincey came in second. And I think if I ended up playing with him the whole year, he would have won first on the best defensive lineman. And best kicker, you see Josh Scobie there, number 4, and he's not going to be coming back next year. I'm not going through the offseason. I'm just going to do the conclusion of the postseason in this video, and we're going to get into that at the end of the video. But wow, offensive player in the NFC of the year is Michael Vick, and defensive player of the year for the NFC is DeMeco Ryans. Both play for the Eagles, so they better win the Super Bowl. But they only went 10-6, which was kind of crazy that they had the offensive and defensive player of the year on the same team, and they only went 10-6. But best running back Adrian Peterson, I can believe that. Best wide receiver Calvin Johnson, that's realistic. Best offensive lineman Jason Peters, that's sort of realistic as well. John Abraham, best defensive lineman for a losing team, 7-9. Christopher Owens, best DB. How did the Eagles only go 10-6? I'm not understanding. They have a good DB, good linebacker, good quarterback. But here are the league leaders I'm going to be taking a look at. Best QB rating was the MVP, Ben Roethlisberger. And I'm going to go down to Kaepernick. He got a 90. I believe that was a 91. I'm going through this really quickly. Tim Tebow up there. 26 touchdowns, only 14 interceptions for Tebow. So that is a successful year for him. Even though he was never one of the type of players to turn over the ball, he just had trouble completing passes. That's what I'm trying to say. Sorry about that. But Jordy Nelson led in receiving yards, or no, not receiving yards. He ended up being second in receiving yards, but number 1 in receptions. And I believe the NFC wide receiver of the year, Calvin Johnson, got number 1 in yards. And yep, he did, with 1,295 yards, 9 touchdowns on the year. And Justin Blackmon's up there, number 3. So really looking good for the Jags right now. And we have a lot of good players. And they can hopefully contribute in the playoffs, as we're going to come in the second round. And that's coming up. I know I'm looking at all this stuff. I know you guys are wanting to see how we're going to do in the playoffs, seeing as though I didn't play them. I was going to watch them, but I just couldn't figure out how to do it. But I'm basically just showing you guys all this so you guys, get a feel for what's going on in my league and, who's performing well. Eagles have the kicker with the best field goal percentage. And in the first round, we're going to be playing the Oakland Raiders. And we're going to come up with the box score in just a second. Did we win? Yes, we barely slipped out of that game with a 3-point victory. And we just dominated them, it looks like, in every statistic. So just like that, the Jaguars are right back in the conference championship. And we really had a good day passing-wise, except for that one interception seemed to be the only damper on Kaepernick's day. And he has progressed a lot throughout the season. I ended up doing a progression, throughout the season. And Maurice Jones-Drew had a pretty nice rushing day, and so did Rashad Jennings. I like that when I sim, I get realistic yards and stuff like that. I really like that. I think I might even turn this into a sim series, but I doubt it. I don't know yet, though. But Rolando McClain, the runner-up for Defensive Player of the Year. I want to say he might have actually won it. But we'll be playing the Baltimore Ravens in the conference championship, and we blow them out 51-24. So that means the Jacksonville Jaguars will be in the Super Bowl yet again. So let's look at the day that Kaepernick had 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. He went off. Joe Flacco had a terrible day. 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, 50 passer rating. So he threw 45 passes, so he was throwing a lot. But at the same time, Maurice Jones-Drew had 168 yards. I'm not sure why they weren't running it as much. Maybe they got down early. I don't know. And Aaron Hernandez had 253 yards. But as you guys see right here, we are in a Super Bowl rematch of last year. Jacksonville Jags versus the New York Giants. And we end up losing that game. That is terrible. But at the same time, I'm glad that I was able to build the Jacksonville Jaguars up to Super Bowl contenders. The New York Giants make it to their 3rd Super Bowl straight. So they got 2 Super Bowls in the last 3 years, and it was really exciting that we ended up playing the same team we played last year in the Super Bowl. I really thought that was cool, but that's in your face to all the people who commented on my videos saying that I don't know how to build a team. So I simmed it and they got to the Super Bowl. So what you gonna say now? But really, I just want to take a moment not to get all emotional and whatnot. But I just want to thank everybody that was here throughout this whole series, all the people that supported it. Nah, I'm joking, but for real though, seriously, thank you to everybody that watched this series, and was able to follow it throughout the whole, how many episodes was it? I'm not even sure. It was a good amount of episodes, so I just want to thank everybody that gave me support throughout this one. Just thank you. It's been a great time doing this one. I really enjoy playing this, but don't fret. As you guys know, this is not the end of Madden on my channel. I will be uploading a brand new CCM with the next year's rosters, rookies, and offseason moves all included. And hopefully, guys, you'll enjoy that. I'm not sure which team I'm going to do yet. I'm still thinking about it. I have so much stuff to consider. But I hope you guys will tune in for that one. I'll see you guys then. Peace.